bruv, you are having a bubble.
Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Flashback FIFA. Today we're going to be looking at a special team, the Real Madrid Galácticos era. Now, it's not a team from like Real Madrid 2006 to 2007 like I've been doing previously. It's basically the Galáctico era where they had a load of superstars playing for their team. They still have that now, but these superstars were insane. So before we get started, if you're looking to buy some cheap and instant Ultimate Team coins, make sure to check out FIFAcoinstock.com. The link will be down in the description below as always. But we'll move on to this video now, and if you want to leave suggestions for me to cover teams in the next episode, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below. I should be doing Liverpool next, but I'm not sure whether to do the 05 squad or the 09 squad where they finished second, because that was an unbelievable team as well. So let me know if you want to see Liverpool 05 or Liverpool 09, and if you could drop this video a like, it would be massively appreciated. It took me absolutely ages to make this because I had to Photoshop most of the players in. So we're going to look at Real Madrid in the Galáctico era, and we'll start off with Michele Salgado, the right back who played for them for 10 years I believe, and he was 77 rated in FIFA 06. Now I had to take some of the ratings from FIFA 07. I couldn't find like previous ratings for some of the players, so you have to excuse me on that. I could find their overall rating but not the in-game stats. So we'll move straight on to Julio Baptiste and check out that card. It is ridiculous. All round just an absolute tank, and he had around 92 strength as well, and you can play that guy up front easily. He played for Arsenal for a bit too, and he was in that team in and around the Galáctico era. So we'll move on to the next player now, who is Ivan Helguera, who was an absolute amazing centre back for Real Madrid. Again, I think he played for them for around 10 years. If not, he did play for them for quite a while, I do remember. And yeah, they were his stats pretty much in FIFA 07. I got them from FIFA 07. Pretty decent, to be honest. 84 rated, 82 pace and 84 defending, which is just ridiculous for a centre back. So moving on to Antonio Cassano, who was also in this team around that era. This is the subs bench. I couldn't fit every single player in, unfortunately, just because I couldn't make the team on FootWiz. So we'll have Antonio Cassano in this team just because he's quite a known player, and I think that passing stat was slightly overrated for him back then. It might have been my mistake, I'm not too sure, but that would have been a decent card indeed. Jonathan Woodgate, now a Leeds United player, used to play for Leeds for a number of years, and he left to go to Newcastle. He was doing pretty well there, and Real Madrid saw him and thought, you know what, let's buy him. And on his debut he actually got sent off and scored an own goal, so that weren't good for Jonathan Woodgate, regarded as one of the biggest flops ever and in Real Madrid's history, which is pretty crazy because he's still around today playing for Middlesbrough, and he also played for Leeds. He was pretty good for Leeds, I must say. So you know, that's Jonathan Woodgate for you right there. His debut was hilarious, so if you want to go and search it on YouTube, make sure you do. But Ruud van Nistelrooy is the next player, and he also has a legend card in this FIFA, so I've kept his rating pretty much that because that is what EA would have given him in his prime. He was mostly in his prime at Manchester United though, but still scored a shit ton of goals for Real Madrid. Same with this guy, Michael Owen, still has a legend card in this FIFA. He was another flop at Real Madrid. He went there and didn't really play too many games, didn't score too much, and yeah, his best days were definitely at Liverpool for sure, but that's his legend card in this FIFA. And Robinho, now again, look how highly rated this guy was back in FIFA 07. It's just ridiculous. 87 rated, well 86 rated, sorry, left midfielder with some insane shooting on him for a left mid. Just an all-round class card. That dribbling is just fantastic. But we'll move on now to the main squad in this team, and Iker Casillas in goals, been there for his whole lifetime pretty much, and he's still there today, unfortunately on the bench to Diego Lopez, who was also at Madrid in this Galáctico era, I believe just a second goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure he was in their youth squad, correct me if I'm wrong, but we won't talk too much about the goalkeepers. You can see his stats are absolutely insane. But the right back, well, the second right back here is Cicinho. Not the Cicinho that currently plays for Sevilla, this is another one. He's still playing around in the Brazilian leagues, I think. I don't think he's in Ultimate Team because I had to Photoshop his card, but they were his stats: 87 pace and 82 defending on a 79 rated player. Just ridiculous. This whole team was ridiculous. Look at Sergio Ramos. He plays centre back / right back too in this team, and to be fair, he was a very, very good right back getting forward, but he's currently playing centre back for them. Obviously he's still at Real Madrid and will probably be a legend in the upcoming future. But Fabio Fabio Cannavaro is a legend card in this FIFA, and he has an 89 rated card, but I've given him 91 in this flashback FIFA video, just because in FIFA 07 he was 91 rated. That is the year he actually won the Ballon d'Or, I believe in 2006, because that's the year Italy won the World Cup, and they were actually his stats: 83 pace, 95 defending and 91 heading. Just ridiculous. He was a tiny centre back though, at 176 centimetres. But we'll move on from him now to Roberto Carlos, the absolutely legendary left back, and it's a shame he doesn't have a legend card in this FIFA, but I've shown his card as an 83 rated player just because that was his rating in FIFA 07. But if he did have a legend card, it would most definitely be 88 rated with about 83 shooting, which would just be insane for a left back. He did play CDM in his last years for Anzi, I believe, and I think he became their manager. I'm not too sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but they were his stats in FIFA 07. Pretty good for an 83 rated left back. He was rated the same as Marcelo is right now, which is pretty insane. But we'll move on now to the next player in this team, who is the first midfielder, and this is Thomas Gravesen. Another shock move like Jonathan Woodgate. He was at Everton at first, I believe. Real Madrid then bought him, and look at them stats for a 77 rated player, 86 defending, which is ridiculous. Even his shooting is pretty decent. I bet he was a solid CDM with great aggression and great strength. So we'll move swiftly on to David Beckham now, who wasn't the fastest right mid in the world, but look at that passing, 93 passing, an absolute legend for Real Madrid and Manchester United. Even LA Galaxy, to be honest, won a few titles with them. Now, a few people called David Beckham overrated, and I don't agree with it at all. I support Leeds. He's a Man U kind of legend, I guess, but he was fantastic. There's no doubt about it. His passing was pinpoint, one of the best in the world for sure, and definitely great at free kicks, as he's shown. But we'll move on now to Luis Figo. He has a legend card in this FIFA, and I've kept his rating exactly the same. I think he was 88 rated in FIFA 07 though, but he was another player who was just ridiculous. I'm not a fan of him because he left Barcelona to go straight to Real Madrid, which is just ridiculous, and Barcelona fans absolutely hate him, but his abilities were just fantastic in this game. He was just an amazing footballer, there's no doubt about it. A Portuguese legend, hence he's got a legend card. Really should be 5-star skills in my opinion, but this guy would have been 5-star skills. Zinedine Zidane. Now, his rating was not in FIFA 07, he retired in FIFA 06, so you have to remember, to find his stats I had to type in Zinedine Zidane FIFA 06 rating to find his rating, and he was 93 rated apparently, so I had to put together his card face stats of what I thought they would have been. He wasn't the fastest player, had great acceleration, great ball control, but his sprint speed was not the best, so I've given him 78 pace. Just imagine if this guy had a legend card, it'd be going for at least 15 million, the same as Pele. It would just be ridiculous. 94 passing, 88 shots and 99 heading, and a lot of you will probably know what that 99 heading is for. If you don't, just type in 2006 World Cup final into Google and you will find out why I have given him 99 heading. But anyway, we'll move on now to the striker of the team, Raul, an absolute legend for Real Madrid, scored so many goals. I think he's their all-time top goal scorer. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, but I'm sure Cristiano Ronaldo will pass that sooner or later because he scores an absolute shit ton of goals. But Raul, I would have given him an 89 rating. I believe he was a fantastic legend. I mean, if Michael Owen's 88 rated as a legend, Raul should be rated higher. But yeah, they were his stats I've given him, and he actually was in FIFA 07, but I just didn't want to give him such a low rating because he's a legend, as with this guy here. Ronaldo was only 83 rated in FIFA 07, but in his prime he was definitely 93 rated. Now, I searched his stats on FIFA 06 and he was 93 rated actually. I've not given him the fastest speed because in his youth ages he was ridiculously fast, especially in his Barcelona and Inter Milan days, but when he went to Real Madrid he put on a few pounds, put on a lot of weight and lost his speed. Even that speed there I've given him is kind of overrated, but in FIFA 06 he was rated 93. I just had to guess his card stats. For sure he would have had 90 shooting and obviously great dribbling at 95, one of the best dribblers in the world. Definition of a skiller with Ronaldinho. Of course, but you know, them stats are ridiculous, and if he ever gets a legend card, Jesus Christ, it would just be mental. I'd pay real life crazy money for that card. But that is the whole team there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Real Madrid Galácticos episode. Don't worry, Milan fans, I'll see your comments in the comment section below. I'll get to Inter and AC Milan very soon. But that is the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to drop a like if you did, leave suggestions, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you soon. Take care.